Good morning. Here I am. Just wanted to give you a quick look around. It's the middle of December, and I've been sick in bed all week. And it's the first rain last night in a month. And the storm cycle has opened again, so we're in for another at least 10 days of rain. Some pretty significant rain too. And this is probably the last little sunshine I'm guessing we're going to have in a while. But I just wanted to show you how everything's looking. The palpa is done. Liquid amber has finally put on its color, and it's so glorious. So glorious. And the succulents, I put a little cover over them because they're not always super happy to have a ton of rain. But they're looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy. Some of them have a really tough time during this time of year. This is one of them. I don't know what this, can you see? There's my finger, there it is, yeah. So that seems to have a tough time, but it's doing okay. It's doing okay. This is another succulent that has a hard time for me. It gets mealybugs really easily. They look really good right now. Really enjoying them. And the hydrangeas are all putting on their beautiful color show. Even have some flower color, which is pretty amazing. Yeah, things just look very wintry. And everybody's out and about doing everything they can to get ready for the rain. Yeah. The backstage here. This is the fern garden. Looking pretty ferny. All the different kinds of ferns and butilons and Francoa. This is Francoa. I love this fern. I think this is so pretty. I have no idea what it's called. I just think it's so elegant. Huh. Look at that little yellow one. Aww. And then the red one. These are butilons. There's one with the sun coming through it. Isn't that pretty? Wow. Oh. Yep. And here's the spot for the upcoming shed, which I have been trying for the past month to get it going, and nothing seems to happen. I just talked to my neighbor who's a contractor today, and he says he's gonna call some people and see if we can't get that project happening. But look at this is fun. It's the hellebores. Aren't they sweet? And then the little cyclamen. Oh, there's another one. Aw, look at that. Oh my goodness. And then this one hasn't cracked bud yet, but it's working on it. Another hellebore. There's a whole bunch of hellebores in here, and this one here always blooms earliest. This one came from my sister's yard. Oh, there you go. There's some buds coming. There's some buds coming. Yay! There's one in here. I don't see any buds yet. And we haven't had any frost yet, so things are still looking pretty okay. Not too beat up by being frozen. And once the frost comes, the hydrangeas will all lose their leaves, but yeah, this is probably not the most organized tour, but look at how pretty that is, though. I just love that color. Even though there's a little burn on it. And that one's like almost perfect. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. And look at that. Look at the dark sky back there with the sun gleaming down. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. My goodness. Oh, look at that with the sun's ray on that right there. That's hydrangea. I'll take you to look at some of the rose hips too, because they're pretty spectacular right now. But oh, look at there. Look at that big fat orchid bloom. Oh my goodness, these guys are rocking and rolling. There's one there reaching out. I thought there were a bunch more in here. Yep, there. Oh, that one has a bunch of blooms on it. Very exciting. I have not set up my Christmas lights yet for these. And I need to get on it so that I'm not freaking out that the frost is coming and I'm not ready. Look at all these buds. Look at that. There. Whew. So exciting. Look at these guys still blooming their little heads off. We'll see how well they do when the frost hits. Okay, now I'm going to walk you down in the vegetable garden. Yeah, the vegetable garden, and see all the rose hips. Oh, my cabbages are starting to cabbage out. I hope they make it. And I hope they produce cabbages. That would be really, really cool. This is my bok choy. My second planting, and I see nothing. Nothing. So, may not have had the right whatever. This is, what is this? Are these my carrots? I think these are my carrots. Yeah, which are impossible to see, but I can see little bitty greens in there. Oh, that's so very exciting. I'm very, very happy about that. And there's my most expensive 6-pack of lettuce I've ever bought. It was basically $5.50. Okay, look at that, those little squirrels, those little shits digging in my garden. Well, I'm glad that I have cages over it then. Huh. Interesting. Huh. Okay. And the onions. This was an experiment. Oh my goodness. Squirrels or somebody's been digging around in here. Digging around in my garlic bed. Yep. Oh, brother. It's not one thing, it's two more. Even the orchard trees still have leaves on them. Boy, look at that beautiful, beautiful cloud. Look at that. Oh, what a lovely sky. Oh my goodness. Yep. Yep. So we have another storm coming in tonight, I believe. And then it's just kind of rainstorm after rainstorm. But here's the rose hips I wanted to show you. You can't even see them in the camera. I hope you can see them. Yay! Yeah, there they are, all there. Wow. So, these are this big and this red because I did not prune them. This was their very first flush of roses. And I just did not deadhead them. And then here, the same thing. Look at the size of those rose hips. Wow. Wowie. Yep. And then little baby ones here. The baby ones here. Big fat ones over here. Look at that. All that rose hip tea. And my Croatian family's description, it's sheepak, which is rose hip sheepak. Yeah. And this is kind of the leftover of the wreath making event. A little bit of this and a little bit of that, and just kind of some piles here, and there's a bunch of piles on the tables and over here. Yep, it's the end of it. Yeah, when I finally feel better, I can come out here and clean up. Oh, this is so exciting. Oh, look at that. My ginkgo is yellowing. That's what's so beautiful about ginkgos. Yeah, right there. Can you see it right there? Oh. Tree dahlias are done, but that's exciting. The ginkgo in back, this red loropetalum in front. Oh, wow. Oh, that's exciting. Ugh. I love that. I do love that. Okay. And we'll just take a little bitty walk through the inner garden, which is a winter garden. You know? That's what they look like. This is fun. Some color. That is a native marigold. Pretty. Oh, look at that giant mustard. Wow. That is so pretty, the purple. Yeah, and this, it's a Tagetes is what they call it, but that's what they started hybridizing for the marigolds that we typically know and love. And I have two different varieties of Tagetes, and this one has the biggest flowers. This one came from my girlfriend Sherry, over at Garden Angel Design. She has a YouTube channel. Check it out. She's been over here, and we did that wonderful interview and tour. And we did one at her place, and she did one here. It was a lot of fun. And look at that rose, still has roses on it. That's crazy. And then I have one from my dad, and its flowers are much smaller. Very, very minuscule. Yep. And that rose is trying to throw out a couple of blooms. Yep. Yeah. It's a winter garden. Normally I like to stay on top of the leaves because they will mess up the lawn, but I just don't feel good enough to do anything. So nothing's gonna happen this year, or at least nothing's gonna happen today, or this week. Let's put it that way. Huh. And the maples are, all the little baby maples over here are losing their leaves and losing their color. Yep. I have to decide how I want to cover the avocado this year. Jan Boyce, who looks really good, and hopefully this year I will get some flowers and maybe even some fruit. Wouldn't that be pretty wonderful? And Big Fig is almost completely de-leafed. Yep. And then this is one of my other little, finding little spots in the winter for all the succulents. So these are some of them here, along with my little succulent bed here. My succulent box. Succulent drawer, that's what it is. It's a drawer. Oh. All right, I gotta go back and lay down. All right, that's it for today. I just wanted to take you for a walk around mid-December, show you the rose hips, show you the succulents, show you what's going on around here, and let you know what's going on. So with that update, I'm going to sign off. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate your visit. I appreciate you. I do. All right. We will see you next time. Bye.